Eugene O'Neill was one of the most famous American playwrights. He was born in 1888 in New York City. O'Neill grew up in a family that was involved in theater, but his early life was not easy. He had many challenges to face, both in his personal life and in his career. Despite these struggles, O'Neill became one of the most important writers in American theater history. O'Neill's love for theater started when he was young. His father was an actor, and his mother was also interested in theater. However, O'Neill's family life was not always happy. He had problems with his parents, especially with his father, who struggled with alcohol. These difficulties affected O'Neill deeply. When he was a teenager, he went to live in a boarding school. Later, he worked in many different jobs, including as a sailor on ships. During his time as a sailor, O'Neill had many different experiences that helped shape his writing. He spent time on ships in different parts of the world, and these experiences gave him ideas for many of his plays. He saw the tough lives of sailors, their dreams, and their struggles. These stories would later become important themes in his works. His time at sea made him see the world in a way that would influence his plays. In 1912, O'Neill decided to focus on writing. He went to Harvard University for a short time and studied literature. After that, he began to write plays. His early plays were influenced by his life experiences, including his time on ships and his difficult family background. O'Neill wrote many plays during this time, but he was not immediately successful. However, he continued to work hard and improve his writing skills. O'Neill's breakthrough came in 1920 when his play Beyond the Horizon was performed on Broadway. This play was about a man named Robert, who dreams of leaving his family farm and going to the sea. The play was well received, and it earned O'Neill his first Pulitzer Prize for drama. This success helped to make O'Neill a well-known writer. He continued to write many plays after this, some of which became very famous. One of O'Neill's most important plays was The Iceman Cometh, written in 1939. This play shows the struggles of people who dream of better lives but never achieve their goals. It is about a group of people who meet in a bar and talk about their hopes and dreams. O'Neill's characters often face disappointment and loss, and The Iceman Cometh is one of his most famous plays that shows these themes. Another important play by O'Neill was Long Day's Journey into Night, written in 1941. This play is very personal for O'Neill because it is based on his own family. The play shows the difficult relationships between a mother, father, and their two sons. The characters in the play struggle with addiction, illness, and emotional pain. Long Day's Journey into Night is considered one of O'Neill's greatest works, and it won the Pulitzer Prize for drama in 1957 after his death. It is often praised for its emotional depth and realistic portrayal of family life. O'Neill's works often focus on themes of pain, loss, and the search for meaning in life. Many of his plays show how people try to escape from their problems, but they are unable to do so. The characters in his plays are often trapped by their circumstances, whether it is poverty, addiction, or their own emotions. O'Neill was known for his ability to create complex characters who felt real and relatable to the audience. His plays are filled with deep emotions, and they often leave the audience thinking about the struggles of life. In addition to writing plays, O'Neill was also interested in experimenting with new forms of theater. He was one of the first playwrights to use modern techniques, such as dramatic monologues and expressionistic settings, in his works. This helped to change the way that theater was performed and understood in America. O'Neill's plays were different from many other plays of his time, because they showed real, raw emotions and dealt with serious topics like addiction, family problems, and the search for personal freedom. Although O'Neill's work was often praised for its emotional power and insight, it was not always accepted by everyone. Some people thought his plays were too dark and difficult to understand. However, over time, his work became more widely recognized. He won several Pulitzer Prizes for drama, and even received the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1936. This recognition helped to cement his place as one of the greatest playwrights in American history. O'Neill's plays have had a lasting impact on American theater. Many of his works are still performed today, and they continue to influence new generations of writers and theater artists. His exploration of human emotions, the struggles of everyday people, and his innovative use of theater techniques have made him a key figure in the history of American drama. His work shows the power of theater to tell stories that are deeply emotional and relevant to the human experience. Despite his success, O'Neill's life was not without challenges. He struggled with health problems throughout his life and faced personal difficulties, including the loss of his son. However, he continued to write, and his work became a way for him to express his own pain and hopes. O'Neill passed away in 1953, but his legacy continues through his plays. Today, Eugene O'Neill is remembered as one of the greatest American playwrights. His works remain a significant part of the American theater tradition, and his influence can be seen in the plays of many writers who followed him. He helped to change the way theater was viewed in America, and brought attention to the struggles and emotions of everyday people. O'Neill's work continues to be studied, performed, and admired by people all over the world.